Good morning po. Our first quarter matter, lesson 2, changes that materials undergo. So this is our lesson 2 for this time. So me, again, I'm teacher Mark Joseph P. Salazar. Before we go on, can you read and answer the following question? Okay. One, anything that has a volume and mass, is it matter or volume? Yes, you're correct. The correct answer is matter. Next, it is the amount of matter that makes up of an object that measured in cubic meter, cubic centimeter. Matter or volume? Okay, yes, you're correct. Volume. Okay, next. It is the amount of matter that makes up an object and measured in grams. Density or mass? Yes, you're correct. That is mass. The amount of matter present in given volume of materials and substance. Mass or density? Yes, you're correct. That is density. And next question, these materials do not have the ability to absorb any liquid at all, porous object or non-porous object. So does not have ability to absorb. So 5 seconds. Okay, the correct answer is non-porous object. Okay. So next, classify the materials object that belong to its properties of matter. So we need to classify this and this and this and this one if it is what kind of property or classify of matter. So for example, number one is permeable. As we all know that sand, gravels are permeable. Next, milk. It can float and decompose. Pwede po siya masira. Float and porous object, nakaka-absorb po yung cotton buds ng liquid at pag inano po natin siya sa water or any liquid, lulutang po siya. Sink po, non-porous object, halimbawa itong hammer, pag inano po natin siya, lulubog po siya sa tubig, non-porous object po, ano po siya, tawag dito, hindi po siya nakaka-absorb ng any kind of liquid. And lastly, the ping pong ball, float, and non-porous object. It cannot absorb water and it will float. So, ito po, meron po ako rito, short comic strip. So, in our scene 1, ito po siya. So, ito po si Renzo. Ito po yung nanay niya. So, sabi nung drink your milk, Renzo. Okay, ma'am. So, as you can see, gabi na po yan. Okay, gabing-gabi na po. Ito po yung milk. So, gabi po. Natin. It's quite late, sabi. I should go to bed now. So, kasi sobrang gabi na, siguro. Kaya, medyo na-tire na rin si Renzo. So, ang ginawa niya is natulog na po siya. So, yun. Nung umaga na po, I forgot to drink my milk last night. The smell's not good. So, it means, unpleasant smell na po yung nangyari doon sa may milk niya. So, okay. So, syempre, probably, kapag gano'n na po, kahit sino po, kahit po kayo, grade 4, hindi na po nyo iinumin yan dahil unpleasant smell na at baka isipin nyo, syempre, kagabi pa to. So, this is scene 2. It's all about ice cream. So, I'll get ice cream to keep me cool. So, who called that? Eh, biglang after that, nakakuha na siya ng ice cream dyan. biglang nag-ring yung telephone. So, sabi ni Renzo, who could that be? I better to answer the phone first. So, syempre, before niya kainin yung ice cream, kailangan niya muna sagutin kung ano yung nandito sa sinong tumatawag dun sa telephone. Then, end of the story. Question. So, in the first scene, what happened to the glass of milk? So, ano nga ba nangyari dun sa may glass of milk nung hindi po nainom to ni Renzo? So, di ba, as you can see, nasira po yung milk. Okay? Nung gabi niya po kasi yon. So, kinaumagahan, binalikan niya, sira na po yung milk. Okay? Siyempre, ginawa niya, tinapon niya na lang po yun. Doon naman po sa second scene, in the second scene, what changed with Renzo when he comes back to eat his ice cream? Ano kaya nangyari noon? 'Di ba tinatawagan niya yung may tumatawag, nag-ring yung telephone. So ano kaya nangyari doon sa may sa may ice cream niya pagtapos? Tama po kayo, maaaring matunaw po 'yon o lagyan ng bakterya. Pero in short, baka matunaw nga. Okay? Bakit kaya? Dito na po papasok yung change of matter. So, ano nga ba yung change of matter? Ito yung pagbabago ng isang matter. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag na two types of changes in matter. So, first is physical change. Ano yung physical change? Mamaya po. At the second one is chemical change. So, these are the two types of change of matter. Okay? So, ano nga ba ang physical change? Okay? Ang physical change ay when solid materials are bent and pressed, cut, and pounded, they may change in shape, color, or volume. So, press, binend, kinot, pinod, they change in size and shape and color. It is only appearance of the material which change while the composition of material remains the same. So, pag sinabing physical change po, kahit na may binago po kayo doon, yung pa rin siya is the same. Halimbawa, example, pag nagka-cut po tayo, 'di ba, ng ng yung ng paper, kinat po natin siya, paper pa rin naman siya. Pag binend po natin yung stick, stick pa rin po siya. Hindi naman siya nag-form ng new changes. Kapag po inano natin yung garlic, pinand po natin, nothing happen. Garlic pa rin naman siya. Hindi po nagbago yung nor yung size. Yung size medyo nagbago pero yung shape, yes, pero garlic pa rin po siya. It remains the same. Kaya nga po sinabi diyan, it remain the same. Okay? So yung composition niya, materials remains the same. So yung pa rin po siya. Ito po yung mga examples. Example ng physical change. So as you can see, broken pencil, slicing of vegetable, broken glass, at shredding of paper. Ito nga yung sinasabi ko last is pounding of garlic. So, ito po, yung binali po yung lapis o yung pencil, pencil pa rin po siya, wala po nagbago. Kapag nag-i-slice tayo ng vegetable, halimbawa, let's say, yung hinaano niya is carrot, so carrot pa rin naman siya. Ito ang broken glass, nabasag yung glass pa rin po siya, wala pong pinagbago. Yun po yung shredding of paper. Pag shred o yung nakikita nyo yan sa pag sinisira na yung paper, papadaan sa machine siya. Tapos, biglang, magiging ganyan na po siya. Magiging ganyan po. Okay, then, pounding of garlic, pag pinapound po ang garlic, na po, wala pong pinagbago. So, anything na nag-slice ka, na broke, na shred, okay, yan po is, physical change hanggat wala po siyang pagbabago or doesn't make change. So, kung dumako naman po tayo, sa next. Okay, so ang next natin ay chemical change. Ano ang chemical change? When matter change. Okay, so when matter change. So when matter change, ano pa? Okay, wait. So when matter change, yan po siya. Okay, when matter change into another forms that is different from its original composition. So kung yung isa, nag-remain yung isa, yung physical change, remain pa rin yung changes niya. Ang chemical change po ay nagbabago po ang kanyang itsura. So papaano yun, sir? So it's not simply change in form, size, and shape, but the structure make up the cell. So, number one example dito, pag nakikita nyo nagsusunog sa, yung, kunwari, yung lolo nyo, nagsusunog po yun, or yung trash, yung daddy nyo may, sige, nagluluto na lang ng nagluluto na lang ng barbecue. Di ba, pag ulam nyo, barbecue, yempo, lalagay doon, no? Tapos nag-iiba yung liempo kasi meron pong fire doon. Tapos habang niluluto siya, nag-change yung size niya, nag-change yung shape niya, but in the structure make up material as well. So, nagbabago po yung kanyang lasa. Baga naging most flavor shape po, naging most flavor po talaga yung liempo. Okay, so in short, it will become a new substance or new composition. Okay? So, yun po yung chemical change. Ano-ano nga ba ang mga examples nito? So, meron po tayo rito burning of food. Yan po, yun yung kanina. Pag nagsusunog po tayo, di ba, yung kahoy, pag natapos na siya masunog lahat, ano na nangyari? Nagiging abo na siya. Hindi na siya wood. Nagiging abo na. Kasi nga po, may chemical change na po nangyari. Next is yung cooking naman. Pag nagluluto po tayo, napapansin nyo may fire po dyan, luluto po tayo, yan ay nag-perform na po ng new changes. And next is yung ito po, digesting of food. Pag kumakain po tayo, 'di ba napapansin yung pag kumakain tayo, 'di ba solid siya. Tapos pag kumain tayo, pag nag-digest na to, pumunta na sa tiyan natin, nag-iiba na po, hindi na po yan parang banana. Pag yung banana, isang banana, pag kinain nyo po, hindi na po banana yan sa tiyan. Hindi na ganun size niyan. Even though yung banana andun, pero iba na yung form niya. Maging liquid na po siya. Substance, solid waste, maging solid na po siya, liquid dito sa pero hindi na po buong banana. Kasi dito pa lang po nagkaroon sa ating mouth, kung ano yung po ng digestive, nag-form na siya ng ibang substance papunta dito. Kaya digesting of food. And next is mixing of elements. Dito naman sa mixing of elements na to, if you mix two elements. Okay? Next, yung rusting of iron. Ayan. Yung kapag kinakalawang na yung inyong mga gamit, yun po, una, stain siya, tapos diba nag-perform na siya ng new substance. As you can see, makalawang na o rusty na po siya. So, yan po ay mga example. Ilan naman po sa example ng chemical change. Next, tandaan nyo po, a matter undergoes physical or chemical change. Change takes place when heat is added or removed or when new substance. So, matter undergoes physical change. Siyempre, may dalawa tayong physical and chemical change. So, yan po yung dalawa. Okay? So, yung physical po, it will not form new substance. Ang chemical change naman po, ito po, new substance. Ito, not, wala po siyang it remain pa rin po. Change take place when heat is added. So when heat is added or removed, it will turn new substance. Ito po ay okay? So next po. So yan. And if the change happened to these materials, okay? So souring of milk. Souring po yung nangyari po kay Renzo. So 'di ba, new siya, milk siya, tapos nung umasim na ano kaya